Ladies and gentlemen, from the Hungry to Speak family, give it up for Mr. Ben Swicegood!
Yeah. How y'all doing? How many of you remember playing the old board game called Life growing up? Yes. And how many of you were upset and frustrated when you grew up and realized life is not as easy as the game of life? It's hard. It's hard. It's frustrating. But I want you to know today that it's possible. It's possible to live your dreams. It's possible to be what you want to be. It's possible for you to achieve greatness. There was a time in my life where I was living in a not-so-good place. Anybody been in a not-so-good place? And I was doing some not-so-good things. Can I get a witness in here? And something in me said, Ben, you got to get out of this place. And most of my life, I didn't listen to that voice. But on this day, on this particular day, I decided to listen to that voice. So I did what any young man in my situation would do. I called my mama. I said, Mama, I need you to come get me. She said, Ben, you know you have a court date tomorrow. They've been looking for you. You've been running from the law. I said, Mom, I don't care if I go to jail. I just need you to come get me. My mom came and picked me up, and when she did, a young man that was in the house with me came down with my bags to help me put them in the car. And the young man looked at my mom and said, I'm glad you came to get Ben. There's still hope for him. My mom looked back at that man and said, there's hope for all of us. And this man said, no, not for me. There's no hope for me. A few days later, I'm in jail, and a young man comes into the jail who also was in the house, and he begins to tell me a story. 2 days after I left, they went and robbed a bank. That man got caught. The other man is in a hotel shooting and sniffing all the money, if you know what I mean. A few days later, he decides to go back to that same bank. This time, they'd hired a security guard for the bank. And he goes back to the bank to rob it again for the second time, and a security guard comes up to stop him, and he pulls out a sawed-off shotgun and kills the security guard right there on the spot. That man was sentenced to death in Richmond, Virginia. The man who said, there's no hope for me. I'm here today to tell you that it's necessary to have hope in yourself. It's necessary to have hope in yourself. There's times in life, key times in life, like right now, where you got to make a decision. Do I keep living the way I've been living, or do I stand up and say enough is enough? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of losing. I want to win. Let me tell you something. I want you to write this down. You can't win if you don't get in the game. Come on, somebody. Y'all hungry today, right? You can't win if you don't get in the game. Robert Kiyosaki said the sidelines are crowded. The sidelines are crowded. Plenty of people hanging out on the sidelines, criticizing, laughing, complaining, coming up with excuses. Only few are actually in the game. If you want to win, you got to get in the game. It's your time. It's your time to get in the game, and it's your time to make a move towards your destiny. Do you understand? It's your time, and it's necessary for you to do that, for you to accomplish your goals. I'm Ben Swicegood, and I'm here today to help you win at this game called life, because life might not be that easy. But if you can just get yourself in the game, if you can just show up in your life, show up for your family, show up for your community, show up for your job, show up and show off, then you got a chance to win. So if you're with me, right, if you want to win, then I need you to do something for me. I need you to throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Now somebody, anybody, everybody, scream!
Give it up for Mr. Ben Swicegood! I thought he was about to stage dive out there in a second. Hold on a second. Thank you very much.